Stenhouse. I'm the creator of Space Hulk Damnation Eternal. Space Hulk has always had a very special place in my heart. It was the gateway game that introduced me to the Warhammer 40,000 universe way back in 1989. It was the game in which I started going to Games Workshop in Glasgow and met loads of friends, many of whom I'm still friends with today. So it's always had a very important factor in my life. Having said that, I hadn't played it in about 30 years. And then I saw Gordon's battle reports on the Life of Die channel. And after watching a couple of them, it inspired me to bring the game back out again. I hadn't planned this. I just finished The Killing, the Strontium Dog The Killing, which is also available on the channel. And I thought, I'm going to do a Mantic's Walking Dead one next. But no, because of Gordon's videos, I felt inspired to get the board set up and do a retro love letter to all those old games and those great days. Going to Games Workshop and then later on other people's houses to play it. The miniatures used, of course, are all retro, and it is a different beast entirely to The Killing, because whereas The Killing was 3D, obviously if I'm going for the retro route, it's got to be the 2D maps. And also I wanted to use the old miniatures that basically are the old paint job miniatures, and I just wanted to showcase the Rogue Trader stuff and its quaintness. And most of us for the days has got a fondness for these miniatures, even though there's more realistic looking equivalents today. So I come up with an idea for 9 missions and I would see how it went, and it was utilising all my Marines. I think there's about 50 characters in it. So what I did was, when I first designed these Marines, they hadn't cemented any of their lore, so they were basically all just rip-off Alien characters. You'll notice a couple of them. One of them's got a blue bandana. It's just Parker for Alien. And there was another one, the guy with the flamethrower with the blonde hair. He was called Drake. So my first protocol was change the names just about every character, made them more 40k-like, and had to write a script that was more friendly with the lore and fit in with the lore. And then I wanted to basically it was like a retelling of the Son of Damnation campaign from the original. So I thought I'll do the 6 missions for that, and I'll do 3 other missions to cap it off, take them to Deathwing, and I'll shake things up a wee bit, change some things to fit it more into the narrative, and then I'll play it by ear and see how it went. So I really enjoyed doing it, but it was a different beast, as I said, for The Killing. It's a lot more work because there was a lot more models in each part, so it meant a lot more photographs. So I knew that because it was a retro love letter, it wasn't going to be the same extent special effects that I had in The Killing. There'd be some minor ones at certain stages, but I realised I was wanting to hark back to a bygone era when all we had was the minis, varied minis, the 2D maps, basic painting skills, and our imaginations to get us through. So that was my goal, and it was quite challenging, and each mission's quite epic because of it. So they were meant as narrative-driven battle reports. I wanted them, anybody that was interested in learning how to play Space Hulk could watch these and could pick up how to play the game. And it was a bit of an eye-opener actually, because after so long no playing it, I discovered that there was some things we'd been doing wrong all that time. And when I told them to some of the boys I used to play, they were completely shocked. We would always shoot when a Gene Stealer closed a door, when it clearly says that in Overwatch a door never triggers Overwatch. But the problem is it clearly says it in a category at the back, which is in relation to doors rather than the section that's in relation to Overwatch. It was great doing it, unexpected as I said, but when I said to Gordon, I sent him through, Gordon done a sterling job again putting it together, and he also said, I'm going to be adding sound effects to this, and I thought, are you sure? Because it's going to be one heck of a job. So he was determined, and I never planned it. I never planned for this to happen, but thanks to Gordon's hard work with the sound effects, which the 2 years source between us, it adds an element to it which helps enhance the journey. So having said that, watch this in a large screen. I recommend a tablet or a TV. Phones are okay, but some of the text might be a bit small. And also, as they're quite epic in scale, make sure you're prepared for it and have the beverage of your choice, maybe some snacks ready to keep you going. These missions are a true love letter to how it was back in the day, when all we had was the miniatures, 2D maps, and our imaginations to see us through. But these times were great, and hopefully you'll get a little bit of your taste of that when you watch. Thanks very much for watching, and sit down and once again re-enter the deep, dark depths of Space Hulk.